If we were to go to Brother Paul, we're going to start off with, I think, 8/25 or 25/8 or August 25th is the date. Brother Paul 45 channel. And you go to his videos, and there it is, 8/25. See it on the thumbnail? 8/25. Brother Paul. And you can see the name of it down there at the bottom, Donald Trump and Daniel 8/25. I just saw this today as this came up. Well, let me try that again, but it won't scroll up. Well, that's interesting. Wouldn't scroll up. Did y'all see that? There it goes. So it came out today, and I've got this prep. You're going to see I've been prepping this all week. So let's get into this 8/25. So let's really get into this. So they were called the Four Horsemen on October 28th, 1924. It's 37/201. Event 201, sure. But Groundhog Day was a 3-day event, 201, 202, 203 in the movie. On Rising Day, which was the day after when he finally got back to normal, that represented rising on the third day. In the months, it's 1/2/22. In the years, it's 101 years, 10 months. A lot of 110 coding there, but that 203, along with the 37, which divides evenly into 666, 111, 999, every one of them. 111 through 999. If it goes into 111, it'll go in all the way through 999, 888, 777, and so forth. And 37 is the 12th prime number. 37 is the prime number for the church. And it's a very prominent number. It's hidden in their world. They don't expose that number too much. Just like they don't expose 49 and 68 too much. They do the 33 and the 13 and, the 33 and the 33 and the 33. And they also are really big on the 33. But the hidden numbers are like and they're big on 88, of course. But the hidden numbers are the 37 and the 68. Those are big. So the Four Horsemen being named 37/203 days on the rising day, that is absolute perfection. You go to Don, one of them's name's Don or Donald, one of the Four Horsemen, Don Miller. He's that perfect 45/440 on the event day. Well, 440 is Antichrist in the Jewish Hebrew gematria, and 45, of course, is, 45th president. The hats with the 45. Now it's 45/47. It's big. There is that Don Miller, March 29th, 1902. That's where we ran it from. It's the Four Horsemen. Their first victory, by the way, was 13-7 for 137. And today is day 137 of the year when I begin this August 25th video. All right, moving over from left to right. The transfer portal of time. Which was January 10th, 2022. When we run that to August 25th, when you run it backwards, it hits on May 28th, 2017. And The yeah, and it's a perfect 1688 days. Now think about what I just told you about the 68. 68 is Donald J. Trump in reverse reduction, and it's also Antichrist in reverse reduction. That's why they staged MLK, RFK, both their events in 68. MLK's was on 404, representing Revelation, 404 verses. And the other guy was June 6th, and the book of Revelation is the 66th book of the Bible. So that's what that 68 was all about. It was 68 was the year 2001 A Space Odyssey came out. 2001 was the year the twins fell. So yeah, that's their hidden 68 code. And I want you to look from our transfer portal the time. It is 1688 days. Well, that's pretty much perfect, isn't it? All right. And when you run that date, 5/28/2017, to the film Tenet, which came out, which premiered 8/26/2020, Christopher Nolan's 2020 film, it's 1186. That's perfect. It's 3 years, 2 months, 29 days for 322 code, 38 months, 29 days. It hits directly on 8/25 if you include both dates, 1186. So let's just go ahead and do that. You run it to the 25th, include both dates. There's your 1186. And then on Rising Day, including both dates, 1188. That did not disappoint. What's fascinating to me is if you run Trump to the 8/25 date, he's a palindrome. 29292. Same number backwards and forwards, which is what the movie Tenet was about. That's so big. .310 to Yuma has the 381 in the URL. 38 is death, 38 is murder in the 4 base ciphers. 310 to Yuma had 2 release dates, August 21st, September 7th. So hang on just a second. Did I lose it? 310 to Yuma release date 6,927 for Daniel 927, the Abomination of Desolation verse. All right, so I ran the number 825 in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. You do get Dolly Parton. So I ran Dolly Parton's birthday to 825, 29,438. 38 is death, 38 is murder in the 4 base ciphers. So on the Rising Day, she's a direct hit. 29,440. 440 is Antichrist in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. And Dolly Parton is what comes to 825 in the Jewish Hebrew when you key it in. Since we're there, we might as well key in Antichrist for you. Here's your 440. 121 in the simple. 726, 6 times the simple. They also call that Sumerian, I think. But there's your 440 and the most biblical one, the Jewish Hebrew. That's a big deal. I don't know if I ran Venom. Did I run Venom? Okay, I guess we ran Venom. October 1st, October 5th. We look at October 1st to the event day, it's 288 being 86th. 88 is Trump, and he's being 86 when you include both dates. It's perfect. That means on Rising Day, including both dates, it's 2,888. Perfect. Venom. Venom in the URL has 127 0797, 97th verse is the opening of the seal, Revelation 6:1. That's when we start living in it in real time. The rider on the white horse is the right eye wound, death and rising event. But 127 that it begins with, Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7 all went down on that day. Yeah, and if you run the 5th, October 5th, the other release date, it's still 88s, no matter which day. 2883, 2881. And so, yes. I guess right now I'm looking at a lot of personal ciphers that I looked at. So 2001: A Space Odyssey came out on 4/2/1968. That was one of the dates, one of the premiere dates, and it's 21,331. Remember, I showed you that Trump's number is 6 times 14 times 1946. His number is 163,464. When you multiply him times the year, it begins with a 331, which is fused with Revelation 11:7. And notice what we just got right there. Well, I guess I'm working backwards. I'm over here. 21,331 on Rising Day, which his number begins with 331, which fuses with Revelation 11:7, the beast rising out of the pit, Bible verse. There's your 2001: A Space Odyssey connection right there. That's too easy. And you see all the 213s. That's when No Time to Die's song was released on February 13th. So if you run it to the exact event day, it's 21,300 even. But the 213 is in 2001: A Space Odyssey no matter what. Which is why she did the song No Time to Die, was released on February 13th, the year 2000. So I think I ran that. I think it's in the prep, but if not, let's make sure we do it now. 9690. 9692. Oh, in the weeks it's 138.4. So Donald Trump is 138. So it's a direct smash hit in the weeks also. I looked at Man from U.N.C.L.E. I'm not sure why. The TV show, ooh, that was the biggest personal cipher I'd ever seen in my life, being a direct smash hit. But there's the 11 months, 3 days. But that represents rising. But personal ciphers, when I looked at the date, there were these cats called the 33 Orientals. The oath of the 33 Orientals. Something that went down in Uruguay. There it is, 1825. So when I looked up August 25th, Believe it or not, in August 25th, in the year 1825, they had the 33s, known as the 33 Orientals. There's your August 25th right there built into it. World War II ended on September 2nd. And it was September 2nd. Ooh, boy, that's a good one right there. Hang on just a second. Prime number list, Wikipedia. This is too good because you get 187 fused with 79 right there. 79 is murder in simple gematria. We know all about 187. 11 times 17 is why they use murder code in the entertainment world. And the 187th prime number is 1117. So it's a supernatural mathematical double entendre, this 187, which is why it's used and why it's so famous. And it's fused with 79 as the 289th prime number. That's why the Mustang 289, representing the four horses. Mustang 289 engine, it was the original, 4.7 liters. There's your 47. And July 1961. Well, that's when I was born, wasn't it? Wow. The Mustang 289 was the first engine. I don't know why I did that. While the famous 289 cubic V8 wasn't the very first engine in the original Mustang, it was the first true high performance V8 offered for the car. Okay. When the Ford Mustang launched in April 1964, the first base V8 was actually this year, 2026. It was a 260. Fascinating. O.J. Simpson, born on 7/9. 7/9 is murder in simple gematria. That was a very fake staged event that they did once upon a time in Hollywood, per the film where they showed you Sharon Tate did not die at the end of the movie. Well, here you have it. O.J. Remember the orange juice in front of the Twin Towers on the Breakfast in America album? It was all about AC driving the white Bronco with the orange juice. The orange juice in front of the Twin Towers on the Supertramp Breakfast in America album. And AC Alcalings, AC Antichrist, AC Antichrist, Rider on the White Horse, Antichrist, the White Bronco. Very fake stay. All of this world is a stage. And sure enough, there's your 289 on event day. OJ will be 289.02 days old. 289.04 on Rising Day. All right. The Godfather Part 2. When you run it to the Rising Day, believe it or not, it's 18,000, which is 6 plus 6 plus 6. That's why they always had the Alabama helmet of 18 on ESPN. It is also it also has an 88 in the days, it has an 888 in the days, and it has an 86. Well, of course, the 86 because he's going to start eliminating the church. So on Rising Day, it's 18886. 18886. 18884 on event day. Godfather Part 2. The Batman film, 1877 in the URL, which is, if I'm not mistaken, our 288 prime number. Did I get rid of that already? Prime number list, Wikipedia. It's the 1877, and that's in the URL, and that's our 288 prime number. See the 8? Come on down. 281 all the way over 288. So 288th prime number is in the URL as 187 7830. 83 is also murder, one of the four base ciphers. When you run that movie to the rising date, it's 1638. That's more of a personal cipher that I based all of this off of. This all began as the mirror date of May 8th, as May 8th is day 128 with 237 remaining, and its mirror is day 237 with 128 remaining, which is October 25th. Because the biggest personal cipher I have for the end times happened on May 8th, 1978. And just to commiserate it, the Lord sent a tornado to our schools, and the school I was at, 1 year to the exact day later, May 8th, 1979. 79 is murder. So, yes, that's a big deal. Top Gun Maverick. Did I not run Maverick? Maybe there wasn't much to Maverick. April 28th and May 27th. Okay. Well, it's got an April 28th date, so we can do that. One thousand five eight zero. There's your May 8th coded right in there. They know what I'm doing. They've always known what I'm doing. Been trolled since birth. And so Maverick's release date worldwide is a palindrome 1551. It's perfect. I don't know why I didn't have it prepped and pulled up, but oh well. Now the actual Top Gun film, May 12th, May 16th. They have the 920-2099, again with the personal ciphers. But Top Gun came out in 86. 86 to eliminate. May 12th, May 16th. May 12th, May 16th. I just had to look at something real quick, and sure enough, it's a direct smash hit. I knew it. All right, May 12th, May 16th. 147.15, 147.17 on Rising Day. Of course, 47 is his number, isn't it? 147. So you got the 47s all over the place. Okay. We'll take it. So The Godfather, 198.79. 79 is murder. 98 verses Revelation 6:2, the white horse crowning verse, and it's 198.79. And murder is what he goes and does, isn't it? It's all about the murder of the church. We're all in this together. Those are the Broadway. That's why Broadway is on every street corner in America. Every city has a street Broadway representing their middle finger to the Lord. So the film The Hours, which was a gigantic film with Meryl Streep and Nicole Kidman and a cast of many others, big Oscar movie. 86.45 if you include both dates, on the 86ing day, 8647 on Rising Day, 45 and 47, the 86 established. It's perfect. And of course, the movie's called The Hours, and the hours begin with 207, followed by 48. 207,000 hours, 480. 207, 480 hours. 207 is 119 Donald plus 88 Trump equals 207. 48 is his name in one of the four base ciphers. I think it's in reduction. Yeah. Juliana Moore, Nicole Kidman, Meryl Streep. Came out Christmas Day, which is what I just ran it. Included both dates. The hours had 58 for May 8th, also in the URL. I can't even get into it. It's such a personal cipher, and the numbers are everywhere. But y'all wouldn't understand it as I started going over it. So Donald J. Trump is 1189 in the Jewish Hebrew gematria, and of course, the Devil's Advocate in the URL is 1189.71. Wow. It came out, look at 144 minutes because it's all about the church, 153,000, there's 153 million. And October 17th to our Rising Day, it's his time of birth. Donald Trump was born at 10:54 a.m. and it's 10:54 1. 10541. Donald Trump was born at 10:54 a.m. It's widely known. There it is. AI overview. So the Devil's Advocate, they smashed it, didn't they? They sure did. We call that a direct smash hit. Apocalypse Now, 78788 in the URL. Of course it's 88. Of course it's 88. Of course it's 88. $17,265. The 65th prime number is 313, the Zerbruder film. The Dark Knight 2, The Rising Day, 6614. The 66th book of the Bible is Revelation, and it is fused with his birthday, 614. Holy cow. We call that a direct smash. All right, then we move over to The Dark Knight Rises, to the event day, 5,149, which is Antichrist in one of the four base ciphers. Gematria calculator. I guess I need to quit. Gematria calculator. I guess I need to quit just telling you all this stuff and just show it to you. So when I say the 38 is death and murder, when we key in death, death is 38 in ordinal. And then we key in murder, it's 38 in reverse reduction. There's your 79 for murder, OJ's birthday, and all that good fun stuff. It's 34, 83 are your basic murder ciphers. When I told you about 68, when I said Donald J. Trump, 68 in reverse reduction, notice the 49 for the 49ers, notice the 148 and the 176. Okay, so Donald J. Trump is 68 in reverse reduction. When you key in Antichrist, it's 68 in reverse reduction. It's a match, and it's also 49 in reduction for the San Francisco 49ers. So Donald J. Trump matches Antichrist in two of the four base ciphers. And it's the more crazier ones, reduction and reverse reduction. But there's your 149 Antichrist in reverse. There's your 121 in ordinal. So when I tell you that the Dark Knight Rises to the event day is 5,149, that's Antichrist. Straight up. 10,000%. And if you also notice what they did was they bounced the Dark Knight and made it a direct smash hit on the Rising Day. And on the Dark Knight Rises, they made it a direct smash hit on the event day. So they crisscrossed. Just as a wink wink, which really tells us that's our date. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again really was 9/11, Here We Go Again, because it also came out on 7/20, because Mamma Mia, the original, came out on the exact day as The Dark Knight, 7/18, 2008. And they had Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again come out on the exact date as The Dark Knight Rises, just 6 years apart, but again on 7/20. So, and it is 2960. 96 represents rising. If you look at the number 9, it takes what's down low, and then the 6 kicks it out at the top. That's just my own personal deal. Just ignore that. Uh, but I thought it was perfect for the rising day. But if you run it to the event day of the 25th, there's your 2958. Remember, May 8th is why I began this big deal. And if it's day one, yeah, so it's May 6th. Yeah. Okay. So the day my mom died is the mirror of the rising day. She died in 2010. I'm just now thinking about that. The oil spill was taking place at this time. It happened about a month previous. So I'm going to run her death to the rising day. And it's 5957, 16321, 142968 in the hours. All right. The Gulf of Mexico oil spill, Deepwater Horizon. The date of the Deepwater Horizon, so it's April 20th. That's a big number for them. It's April 20th, 2010. So let's back that up. Nine seven one. 16 years, 4 months, 5 days on event day, 4 months, 7. So it's 45 and 47 with months and days. But other than that, it's really no big deal. We're not going to make a big deal about that. So the writing on the wall was 3884 days when I first really discovered this date. So there's your 38, death and murder with the 88. And when we run the writing on the wall to August 25th, well, include both dates, and there it is, 3988. And the 98th verse is the white horse crowning, so it's 3,000 followed by a 98 fused with an 88. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Personal ciphers. So my 92-year-old auntie to the event day is 33, 9/11 days. Unbelievable. Personal ciphers are something, are breadcrumbs they cannot throw at us. That's what the Lord has presented right for me, which is just a killer direct smash hit. I'm going to run this personal cipher to something real quick. Okay, no big deal. Tenet 2182, 2184. Oh, 311 in the weeks is Tenet. Remember, 311 is the mirror of 11.3. Oh, and it's 11 months, 22 days for JFK. 5 years, 11 months, 22 days to the event day. killer direct smash hit. So that made me then run the JFK event to our right eye wound event, and it's a palindrome 22/9/22. 753 months, which was what was on the clocks in Back to the Future. So I want you to now look where it says 22/9/22, JFK's event to our Antichrist event. It's a perfect palindrome, 22/9/22. Now look at me, my birthday, when you add the 22/9/22. There it is, 22/9/22 added to my birthday of July 6, 1961. It lands on the April 8th total solar eclipse that finalized the X across America, April 8th, 2024. So when we run the total solar, I think it's in this prep, but let's go ahead and look at it now since we're talking about it. There's your 86. The total solar to the 86ing day is 869 days, 86 followed by a 9. The hours are 20856, 285 is the address for One World Trade Tower. But that's just brutal. And then there was a midpoint total solar of the two total solars that made the X across America. There was a total solar on the exact midpoint. And when we run that, 68 months. There's a 68. And then you run the 821, the first total solar that made the X across America, 8/21/2017. 3291. Okay. I looked at Golden Tempo. That won the, I think I was just looking at it. Okay. So now let's move over to this next set of prep. So okay, what was this? Let me try to think of it. So they had a turning point in their world on 9/10/2025. I say that facetiously. And there's your 49 in the days and your 49 in the weeks, which remember is his name matching Antichrist. And when you run it to the rising day, 11 months, 17 days for 1117 code. So we know why that's why they did that date. I don't know what the other thing was I had pulled up. I'm not sure why I had this pulled up. I could sure run that to 1976. Wow. Okay. So he had an ear event 773 days, 775 on Rising Day. Well, on the 29th, it'd be 777, wouldn't it? Oof. Sure hope we're not off by a few days. Oh, that's the total lunar eclipse. No, the total lunar's on the 28th. So you got to include both dates to get it to hit 777. It's a partial total lunar. I really hate that I forgot what these things were. Um, So, first time the UFC went to Calgary, UFC 149, 4/24, 2008. There's your Dark Knight. We already looked that up. I would like to look at Barbenheimer. That came out on July 21st. Wow. So Barbenheimer, Barbie and Barbenheimer, that was their version of Mamma Mia coming out the same day as Dark Knight. Chick flick with um, Christopher Nolan movie. So I want you to look at what exactly they did with Barbenheimer. 1,133 days. Absolutely perfect. We know all about 11.3 code for Rising. It's the opening of One World Trade Tower. The mirror of that is May 11th. I'm sorry, March 11th, when they opened up the, when they declared the global illness. 2 days later, on 3/13, Zapruder film date, we were locked on lockdown. So it's 11.3 fused with Revelation 13.3. The first time deadly wound, but did live, is mentioned, and that is on Rising Day. Folks, that's perfect. I think we got our date. And yeah, I think we got our date big time. I can't believe that. Holy cow. Well, I don't think holy cow is something we're supposed to say. So I'll take that back. UFC 322, that ought to be kind of a dead giveaway. When you run UFC 322 to the Rising Day, it's the perfect 285 days. 285 is the address of One World Trade Tower, 285 Fulton Street. 285 Fulton Street. And One World Trade Tower pops up when you just say what I just said. And that's because the address is 285 Fulton Street, Manhattan, New York City. New York City, picante sauce. All right, so let's just continue with the UFC 322. That's a direct smash hit. Direct smash hit. So 2/21, 1967. I don't remember who that is, so that's my problem. But it's Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7, fused with 37. Well, followed by 37. Oh, that's a personal cipher. That's somebody I know. Okay. But that that is when you multiply this date out, 2 times 21 times 1967, 2 times 21 times 1967, you have Trump's birthday there. So fused with the year 26th and or August 26th, which is the day after the event. I mean, that's just, I don't know, man. That was a big deal. I just thought that was a really big deal from the personal cipher standpoint. But this makes me want to look up Drew Barrymore because she's got that February 22nd birthday, I think. Drew Barrymore birthday. And she was prominent in Donnie Darko. 75. 1975. And she is the 88. 18814, 18812 on event day. It's perfect. Knew it, knew it, knew it, knew it, knew she would be a direct smash hit. Personal cipher. My mom's rest in peace birthday to the event day, 30688. Got the 68 and the 88. And in her number, she's born at 818, which was the times on the Back to the Future, the clocks, 7:53, but they were off 25 minutes. It was really 818, my mom's birthday. And when you run 8 times 18 times, you see the 144 times 1942. She was born in summer of 42 per the film. There's a 79 murder right in there with his name and one of the four base ciphers, 68. And you look at 827 is the rising day, and there's the 96 per previous videos. But my mom, rest in peace to the event day, is 30688. 68 fused with 88. Antichrist, his name, and his name. It's all over the place. Which I guess I should look at my dad's, which was 1937. And if you include both dates, he is an 88. 32, 488. So there's your 48 and 88. Look at the years, 88 years, 11 months, 12 days. Oh, man. I think we got our date. I really do. I really do. I really do. I really do. Personal event in my life. Perfect. Direct smash hit. Oof. Other personal. August 25th. What did it come to? Christopher Columbus. Well, what do you know? Christopher Columbus' birthday? Oh, they don't know. Okay. August 27th, the rising day. There's your 289 in the simple gematria. Mustang, right on the white horse. August 27th, completely spelled out, gives you the 289 on the rising day. The Mustang 289 that we just talked about. UFC 330, as they love the 33, will be right before. It'll be 10 days before the event. 12 days before the rising, the biblical 12. Or the number for the church, I should say. The end times number for the church. UFC is nothing more than 2163. 216 is James Bond's car tag, 6 times 6 times 6. That's all that's about. So they had an event on January 6th, 2021. Didn't come to much. Mike Pompeo was a major player on the stage. Mike Pompeo to the event is 22,884, 22,886, because you're 86ing the church on Rising Day. Mike Pompeo, direct smash hit. The 22, also the 22nd prime number, is 79, which is murder in simple gematria. Mike Pompeo, direct smash hit. Mike Pence, June 7th, 59. That's such a personal cipher. I just can't even tell you. 357 in the weeks for the amount of verses in Revelation. I mean, sorry, Book of Daniel is 357 verses. 86 in the months. More of a gigantic personal cipher, though. We just did Drew Barrymore. All right, let's keep going. I told you this was a gigantic prep. The Trinity explosion, July 16th, 1945. July 16th, 1945. Why do I have that up there? I don't know. The Trinity explosion is that 296. I told you 96 is big. For rising, and there it is, 296.27. Other than that, I mean, no big deal. Flux capacitor comes to end of the world. That's funny. Comes to 25, which is our date. Comes to 38, which is death and murder. Comes to 66, which is Book of Revelation. End of world, 29, 25, 47. Goodness gracious, flux capacitor. Clock tower, 1221, 125. So JFK was born May 29th, 1917. Ooh, that's right. And when we run him to our 86ing day, he is 39900. Y'all, 399 is murder in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. When you key in murder, for some reason it just doesn't want to come up. There's your 399. 79, like we told you, 399. So you're telling me that JFK is a perfect 399 on our 399 day. So what was the JFK event? Was that the first time they popped a clone on live television or Zapruder film footage? Yes. In my opinion, yes. That's all that was. February 15th, 1988, under the Milky Way. Run that to our event. You get the 47, you get the 38. All the Donnie Darko songs, we're going to get to them. Mad World, Cellar Door. Uh, what was 12/20, 1960? Oh, yes. Yes. Anybody born 12/20, 1966? Oops. They have the release date. There's Porsche 911, Porsche 718, and 718 was when The Dark Knight came out with fours on each side. 47184. So when you run this person, or anybody born on that date, I should say, to August 25th, our event day, it's Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7, followed by the 98th verse, which is the White Horse crowning verse. Well, it doesn't get much better than that, does it? Me times the event, 237. It is day 237 of the year, followed by 79, which is murder in simple gematria. And May 8th, 1978, 8 times 8 times 1978, it's 7912 for murder. And the 12, and see it's set 7912. It's all but the two. I've got 791. So everything about that May 8th cipher, which gave me this date, my days old actually are direct smash hits to it. I cannot even begin to tell you. And on my birthday, to the rising day, when you look at the weeks, it's 3399 weeks. 399 is murder in the Jewish Hebrew gematria. Who is going to get murdered? It is the church. It might be the day they kill me. Yep, who knows? The Last Temptation of Christ was on the marquee in Donnie Darko. Its release date to the event day is 13892. 38 years, 13 days. 38 death, 38 murder, followed by 13 days. Killer direct smash hits. August 12th, 1988. August 12th is when Sirius the Dog Star rises, which is why they did that. It was The Evil Dead and Last Temptation of Christ. The Evil Dead, when you run that to our date, there's your 38 death and murder. The fact that it's 638 has every single thing in the world to do with my May 8th, 1978 event. Every single thing in the world, the 638 does. If I don't document it, I'm not going to remember it. I think I will and I won't. So that Redford Theater where The Evil Dead was released, it's 36007. 36 is Adam. He is the Black Adam. Let's run that film. Film, Black Adam. The Antichrist is the Black Adam. 6443346. It is October 21st, October 3rd, 2022. What do we say? October 3rd, October 21st. 1424. Goodness gracious alive. 1422. Remember 22. It's 203 in the weeks. 203, February 3rd. That's his birthday on Rising Day, 1406. He's born on the 14th day of the sixth year. I'm sorry, the 14th day of the sixth month. His birthday is 614. Most countries write it backwards, just as it is for Black Adam. To the Rising Day, his birthday. Well, go figure. I got one I want to look at. Whoops. Perfect. 11, 7, 76. 36. 76 is Adam in Strong's Concordance. 36 is Adam in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. Anybody born 121, 2015? 11 years, 7 months, 6 days, 11/7 is coded. The 76 is coded. 36 is coded. The 42. Goodness gracious. So the moon would be in that August. The event, like I said, would take place with the moon in Aquarius, and he would rise with the moon in Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius, the fifth dimension song. March 1st, 1969. March 1st, 1969. 209, 98. 98th verse is, you guessed it, White Horse Crowning. I had a lot of prep for this, didn't I? I sure did. So he got his right eye wound in Renorock, and I think we already went over this in the other video, but I saved these. So, oh, yeah. 11/3/2017. Is this one of the Avenger movies? It's Ranorock, or it's one of those movies. When you run it the event day, it's Tower 1, Tower 2, Tower 7. But the order they fell was Tower 2, Tower 1, and then Tower 7. And there it is, 3,217. Yeah, it's the release of Ranorock or something like that. Thor, Ranorock. Yep, November 3rd, 2017. That's where he gets the right eye wound. So I want you to look on the right eye wound date. It's Tower 2, Tower 1, Tower 7 in the exact order. I want you to tell me that there's a bigger cipher than that right there. There isn't. Then he wore the right eye patch in Infinity Wars, April 23rd, April 27th. And when we run that, what, I didn't run it to our event day? Yeah, 44, 100 months. So the Alec Baldwin event took place on 10/21/21, and it's a palindrome, 1771 days to the rising day. Alec Baldwin's birthday. Alec Baldwin birthday, April 3rd, 58. Twenty-four 983. 98th verse, 68 years. Five 24/17. I don't remember. 8461. That would be Obama's birth certificate. And on day 237, he is 237, 62 days old. 602 is Revelation of Strong's Concordance. Basically, um, that's an absolute killer direct smash hit there. George Bush, who opened up iPet Goat, he's 29272. Remember Daniel 927. He's 1 month and 21 days for 2180 Christ. The film Taxi Driver, 75314. guy wears the mohawk like I do in the movie. Again, been trolled since day one. The only person telling the truth in God's word, along with the understanding the world around us to the extent anybody else does who also teaches the word of God. There's nobody that does what we do. And that's just per the will of the Lord. There is no free will. God's ordained the end from the beginning. Everything is said. It's all about God's sovereignty. It's his will being done. Man's free will removes God's sovereignty. Hell is not eternal torment for humans. Human goats get raised, get judged, receive a second death. That's why they don't mind running this world right into the ground. They will take all the years of pleasure to stand up one day before the Lord and the sheep and weep and gnash their teeth standing naked. They're good with it. They already do embarrassment rituals to get them ready for to be embarrassed is how they do it and how they view it and how they see it. So yeah. I think this is a taxi driver film. The Tate LaBianca murders, August 9th and 10th, 1969. And you run that to the event day. You do have the 83 and the 34, which are murder. In the four base ciphers, like we just showed you, 83 and 34. And there it is, 20,834 is fused together for the Tate LaBianca. In my opinion, very fake staged events. They showed you in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood that it was all a Hollywood production. She lived. Sharon Tate did not die in that movie. And that was what they were telling you. Charles Manson birthday, November 12th, 1934. Mr. Helter Skelter. Beatles, all of that. All the world's stage. 33524, 33526, 91 years, 9 months, 13 days. 1,101 months, 13 days. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff coded there, but it's no big deal. All right, Amsterdam, the film that had every actor up. I mean, Christian Bale even has a right eye wound in the movie. I mean, come on. There's no bigger movie with all the players, all the actors, Barbenheimer actors, No Time to Die actors, The Dark Knight actors, Tenet actors, Christopher Nolan players all over the place. Michael Shannon, who said there's a storm coming, screamed it. It's everybody. There's no bigger cipher than this movie. And when you run it to the event day, it's the 1437. There's your 37 right there. It's 311 fused with 11.3. So the Amsterdam release is got rising all over the place. 1418. We just remember that 18 is 6 plus 6 plus 6. That's basically about it. But I love what Amsterdam. I love the 1437. I can't even be. Oh, let's do this with Amsterdam also. This is why they did it. If you include both dates and run it to the rising date, it's the 144,000 for the church and fused with 440, which is Antichrist in the Jewish Hebrew Gematria. Yeah, I missed that. I knew I would remember that, and I almost forgot it. I wanted to see the other first. 3 years, 11 months, 10 days. Yeah. Folks, I cannot even begin to tell you that they're telling you with that movie Amsterdam and all those actors all in that one movie that on the rising day, including both dates, that you're getting that the 144,000 fused with Antichrist. 134 minutes. 34 once again. Already ran that. Okay. Folks, we are done. August 25th, event date, part 1.